4,
3, 2,
1.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats.
Dime lo que tú quieres de mi coqueta. Sé lo que te gusta es salir y se suelta. Cuando baila reggaetón pa' mí que muñeca. Le gusta salir y seducir. Le gusta seducir. Dime lo que tú quieres de mi coqueta. Sé lo que te gusta es salir y se suelta. Cuando baila reggaetón pa' mí que muñeca. Le gusta salir y seducir. Dale chiquitita, dame más. Qué bonita tú te quieres controlar. Ella dice que me quiere controlar. Nosotros los vamos a develar más. Dime, cómo tú te quieres a venir más. Dime, cómo los vamos a conocer más. Dime, no te quiero solo ver, quiero compartirte. Quiero que te vean y te siguen. Soy un bandolero, le gusta o eres una coqueta. Dime cómo suena la pobreza. Sé que tú supiste que tú fuiste la coqueta. Tú siempre fuiste la coqueta. Dime lo que tú quieres de mi coqueta. Sé lo que te gusta es salir y se suelta. Cuando baila reggaetón pa' mí que muñeca. Le gusta salir y seducir. Más dime, Oye, mándale de gusto, eres una coqueta. Oye, mándale de gusto, eres una coqueta. Dime cómo suena la pobreza. Tú siempre fuiste la coqueta. Dime lo que tú quieres de mi coqueta. Sé lo que te gusta es salir y se suelta. Cuando baila reggaetón pa' mí que muñeca. Le gusta salir y seducir. dime lo que tú quieres de mi coqueta. Sé lo que te gusta es salir y se suelta. Cuando baila reggaetón pa' mí que muñeca. Me gusta salir y seducir. Me gusta seducir. Dime lo que tú quieres de mi coqueta. Sé lo que te gusta es salir y se suelta. Cuando baila reggaetón pa' mí que muñeca. Me gusta salir y seducir.
So guys, your first time to the Masters Fitness Championships.
Yeah,
Initial impressions?
it's great. Competition is how do I say it? It's hard. It's really competitive, and I'm glad, because that's why I wanted to come and have a competitive event where I can, learn more about myself and how we execute. And so it's played well.
You don't get a lot of opportunities to race in the off season,
Right.
And so when you come to one of these, you need that. You're getting all you need?
Absolutely, yeah. Almost every event has been a race to the end, to where it's like, I've won some, I've lost some, and you learn a ton from each one of those experiences, and that's fun, It absolutely is.
That's fun. That's fun, right? Fun.
Yeah. So I've hung out with you guys a lot now. I see Lynette and her shaking hands, and so a weekend like this, how do you get through it?
So it's really cool because, like him, I want to learn as much as possible. So, getting through it, I still get in my full coaching mode. Like, I think about all the preparation that I need for myself and for him. And really, I just focus on doing my part of the role, and he's gonna do his part, and then we both take notes and compare and build that into our training. So just like he said, he's learning about himself. I am also learning about myself and himself in different situations. So, it's great to have this opportunity. And having said that, I am ready for an off-season.
Yeah, I agree.
So you talked, when we talked after the games, you said that one thing that you needed to get better at was communication with your athlete on the floor. Like, coming up with ways to do that. Is the best way to just yell as loud as you can? Or
Well, as we learned yesterday, no. I still have to figure something out to communicate yesterday, because I'm pretty sure my kids heard me in Ohio. The entire field heard me, but Rudy didn't.
You even
So-
got acknowledgement from the
Announcer.
MC.
Yes. Yes. And so yes, screaming loudly will not work. So I'm still going back to the drawing board on that one.
So, just to piggyback that on a more serious note, Rudy, when you're on the floor, you very much seem like you're in a zone.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Do you? So you're not hearing what Lynette's yelling, and is it because you? I know you guys. You put a plan in place, like probably weeks ahead of time.
Yes. Yeah.
And you're in that zone of that plan.
Absolutely.
Is it hard to break that zone when you're out there?
It is. When it's going to plan, you can stay in that zone and you just keep executing. When it doesn't go to plan, that's when you start to think, and that's when I start to hear Lynette and say, okay, what should I be doing? When it's going to plan, you're locked in. So it took me through that whole round to say, what was she yelling? Oh, yeah. When I come down, I can use my legs. Now I understand what she was yelling. Because I thought she was saying use my legs like in a kipping movement as part of that legless, which what we've been working on. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm trying to kick my legs. But until the end of that, that interval, I was like, oh yeah, use my legs to come down. So yeah, we got to work on that.
And you know how we're very data driven? I heard that and I acknowledged, okay, that could be confusing, but I rewatched the video and I was saying, use your legs on the way down, because I knew.
Oh, I heard.
Yeah, so.
As witness number 2,
Yes.
I can tell you said on the way down.
Yes. So, but it is one of those things that I think also depends on the level of comfort going into the event.
Yes.
So, like yesterday, that specific event being a sprint, not a lot of room for thinking, really. You
just go.
So I can understand how you're even more zoned into what you have to execute. So we laughed about it last night a lot, but it was also like really like you made that hard movement harder. So it's a good time.
So what's the high for each of you? What is the highlight so far of the weekend?
I feel that the swim event, we didn't swim at the games, and I've been working on swimming really hard since the games last year. And so I PR'd my 500 yard, and it was really exciting for me, just because a year and a half ago I was barely making it from one end to the other of the pool. And now it's like I actually have a rhythm that I'm using, and I was comfortable in the water. That felt good.
I would say for me, ironically, last night's event with the little hiccup with the up and down, because it was an event that was very challenging for him personally. So as you know, we're very, we plan and we try to be very methodical, but the last thing I told him walking out to the field, I was like, take a risk. Just go. Do your thing. That is for you to execute and do what you need to do. Take a risk. And he did. And me seeing him do that was really cool, that he was, he believed in himself and went for it.
Yeah. So my last question for you is, this event is all masters, right? You're around all of your people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What is the difference between that and the games?
It's just the sense of community. I mean, CrossFit is built on community. That's what we're all used to. You get that community support in the Masters area more so than really the elite athletes. And so when we come together as a group, it's just literally one big community. That's like, someone walks up and is like, hey, I need some wristbands. 4 people are like, oh, here, take some wristbands. We got your back. And running into our community from Louisiana, those guys are they're like family. So when the Masters get together, they're just so supportive. And you talk about how old are your kids? What do you do for a living? And you just say to each other how special it is that we're here doing this and doing what we love.
Yeah, and I will add that just like, for example, last year being our first time at the games, we were a little bit intimidated in the warm-up area, seeing the big names and the people that inspire you and you look up to, but they're also 20 years younger than you.
Yes.
So here, having the opportunity to be inspired and only surrounded by people that are similar to you and in that same stage in life puts things in perspective. So yes, maybe the big names, the younger elites are not here, but we have a lot of big names in the Masters community that are here, and you're that much closer and accessible to those people that you can build a little relationship with.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to let you get away with that.
Okay.
Last year, you were coming to the games as an unknown. You win the games. You win it for the second year this year. You are now one of the big names. So, what is it like being that inspiration for some of the other athletes? Because there's the RX division, there's the elite division, and people that want to get advice from Rudy.
Yes, and it's very humbling and sometimes awkward because I'm still, I guess, understanding that we are doing things really well, and we're a well-oiled machine right now, and it's great to get those questions because I share with them what they ask. It's like, yeah, let's talk about nutrition. Let's talk about your recovery and how you balance, your family. And I love talking about that stuff. And we've gotten a lot of questions, and I've met so many people.
You were lucky enough to have a mentor in Scott Panchak right off the bat.
Yes.
And are you paying that forward now?
Absolutely. Yeah, we are. And it's funny because I'll answer some questions, and then of course Coach will back me up with a little bit more information, and you got to think about this or think about that, and it's very rewarding. That's what motivates us. Yes. Absolutely, paying it forward, and really the sense of hey, good job on the event, and if you learn something, we're all going to get better for it.
Yes, we've had, and we're very humbled by it, and
yes.
I know that I sometimes sometimes I look around and people are looking at what we are doing, and I use that as an opportunity to open the conversation. Like, yes, we're doing this because it warms up this part of your leg. And we just shared bands with somebody else, and we taught them how to do one of the things that Rudy does. And it's
Right.
like, it's an opportunity truly to pay it forward. Because like a lot of people have been saying like, oh man, I finished within a few seconds of Rudy, and like that's really cool. Like, and somebody said, you know, you're pushing us, and everybody gets better when you do that. And right back at them, they're pushing us. You know, so it's a gift that keeps on giving, and it keeps you motivated. And honestly, it's just when people say the journey and the relationships, until you're in it and you feel what that's like, you don't understand the value of that. So we just feel very blessed to be in this environment.
Well, as someone who has been blessed to become your friend this season, I'm so glad that you came into my life, and I'm glad that you're here for everybody else.
Oh, we feel the same, Scott.
Thank you so much for doing this, and good luck on that last event.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Scott.